What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and this is videos you hate to make. You hope you never have to do stuff like this. But we already know that if they're gonna come after you, the government or people, they always come out after leaders or people who have stature in the community. They always attack sexuality. Back in the days, it used to be, oh, he was with a white woman. But that doesn't hold effect anymore. So now it's, oh, he's homosexual. But it's always something sexual. They always do it. Every leader from back in the day has always been through the sexuality. Now, naturally, when I see this, I think, what did he do to make somebody mad enough to care to want to assassinate him? And I said, well, let me go ahead and listen to all the details and not make any accusations. I want to find out exactly what's going on, because when I first went to inquire about this is not something you really inquire about. So when I went and asked, people who just have they heard about it, not only have they heard about it, it was more coming. And I'm like, wow. And we were talking about the movie Spotlight. And I'm like, he's like, no, it's not Spotlight numbers, but like it's enough. Like one is enough. But I'm like, is it true? And he's like, man, don't nobody know really. But the Zulu Nation is scared. And they just don't want the attention. And they willing to do anything to make this go away. So that's what I found out. So when I heard Savage's interview and he said the Zulu Nation offered him $50,000, and he got it recorded that some two members offered him $50,000 just to keep quiet, and kind of backed up the statement that the guy was saying. Like they knew about the situation. But then there's another side of the coin. There's the other side that has motive. Savage coming out with a book. Who would buy Savage's book? Savage was upset to be kicked out of the Zulu Nation. Savage was with the Zulu Nation for a very long time before he was kicked out. And then once he was not with the crew no more, or he went his own way, everybody seemed to have disdain for the Zulu Nation. Chuck Freeze, same thing. He was in the Zulu Nation. They broke off, or they cut him loose, or he went to go do his own thing because they didn't like what was happening there. And now people are rallying together who used to be former members or have some type of grief with the Zulu Nation. So it's kind of hard to put myself in this position or around it to make an opinion on what I think happened. But from looking on the outside, looking in, something's wrong. I think some people are telling the truth and some people are lying. Not everybody that's coming forth is going to be involved. I think the rest is going to be political power on. But what did he do to somebody besides talking about violence in the community? He must have upset a real politician with some power to make something like this happen at this time and at this stage. Because he was set to be at a campus of a university giving speeches and statements, talking to the kids at a major university, Afrika Bambaataa. And now this is going to make people sever working with him. So there was something in his message, something he said, some name he blamed or gave responsibility to this issue that poked something to cause this type of reaction. To where people dug into his past and said, well, we already knew we had something on you. And here we are. So both sides have points, and some of it I don't believe, like all these other people that's coming forward. Like this one guy I totally don't believe. But that's just a bad situation. One is bad. One is like 10 million. So there you have it. It's just a bad situation to even make a video on. So that's the situation from when I called around and asked what was going on with people over there. So they knew. Basically more than everybody else did before stuff really started coming out. They kind of was on it from the first thing, saying, man, it's more than this. And I told people on Twitter before all these people started coming forward that the reason I'm not making a video because I was told that there's more. So I'm not going to make 3 and 4 and 5 videos about it. So anyway, that's all I know. That's the gist of it. I hope it just stays at this and dies and go away. Because I don't ever want to have to talk about this. I'm not.